बोलिए प्रणाम।
Namaste everyone. I'm so happy to see all of you today.
Namaste.
Very, very good. People from all over the world. How are you doing, Anuja?
Doing good, sir.
Good to see you. So, today we are going to talk about, we will take some questions and we will talk about certain tips of being honest within ourselves so that we can be honest while dealing with the universe and divine, because divine loves purity and that's where divinity comes, and how unknowingly we become not eligible. So how to keep our eligibility, to keep the divine energy, to keep the receiving on always, right? So I'll just put some light on that, some few tips and tricks, and then we will also do some meditation in the end, of course, as we do always. And wow, so I'm really happy to see lots of old faces and few new people are also there. uh, so I'll open the house for the questions first. Anybody has any question, please raise your hands or ask the question. Yes, Margie.
Yeah, I've been thinking about this for a while, Dev. Some years ago, I'd say I was very influenced by certain people, and there were people that were very strong of mind. I would have thought very spiritual, right? But as they got older, they lost it and they went into themselves and they became very different. And I'd just like you to see if you can throw any light on it. Why does that happen to people, that as people get older, that they more or less get more cranky, or it's in my interpretation is either we find spirit or we get lost. But I think it's a little bit more to it than that. It's not as black and white.
Yes, actually, that's such a valid question because this happens, and I see this every time. Uh, because I now have some students, because as you know, I'm already teaching for more than 20 years, and I have certain students who are like very old with me, 20 years, 15 years, 10 years. And I see this happening regularly, that when people start, they are very much into it, because mostly when people start their journey on a spiritual path or start to learn things, it all makes sense to them very much. And when it makes sense, you feel motivated, you feel more connected within yourself, and you feel more empowered and aware, and you start to it starts to help you in various aspects of life, both inside and outside. But then what happens after a while, when the problems or issues a person is facing on that time when they start their meditation program and or meditation journey or a spiritual journey, after a while they become comfortable in that aspect. Those issues go away. So the need of remaining aware, the need of keep growing on the path of meditation and self development, the need goes down, and then it becomes your style, your lifestyle, your way of thinking or living. But what happens that till the time a person is pushed for something, the human mind has a habit of just making everything their comfort zone. And that's how normally in our 200-hour training we discuss this, that is it your comfort quality or your real quality. Because when it is a comfort situation, when it is a comfort zone, everybody is like a saint, amazing. And that's exactly I wanted to discuss today. And you already asked the same question. And but when there is a pushing environment which is pushing you, all the qualities they go out of the windows and you become suddenly normal. This is the tendency of the mind. The problem with the mind is that it makes everything a habit and everything a comfort zone. And the ego has such amazing ways to occupy even your growth, even your spiritual growth, even your awareness. Ego would say, see, you have done this, I have done this, we have done this, and now you should just get the fruits of it. You should just get the automatic results of it without doing anything. So, what happens that the mind says that you are no longer a seeker, no longer a learner, no longer a student, you have become the master of it, you have become the pro in that. Because you see any person you talk to who are meditating for 10 years or 20 years or even 5 years, even 2 years, people say, ah, don't tell me, I am a pro in that. Now this feeling, the moment you think you are a pro in that and you are not a seeker anymore or not a learner anymore, close your mind, and it it push you away from the need of remaining aware all the time. The moment you don't feel that you still need to remain aware as a cautious choice, you will go back to your patterns. Most of the time people also don't realize that they are going back to their patterns. They still feel that no, now they are meditators, now they are spiritual people, now they are cautious, now they are aware, and whatever they are thinking, even if they are becoming discriminative, even if they are becoming judgmental, even if they are doing things which are actually not good on for their own purity of life and for their own development and synchronicity, but they don't even come to know about it. Because now they they are not that kind of seeker. The zeal is gone down, the seeking is gone down. The moment seeking is gone down, you become either easy in your own being, which you must be, because I told you that you should be easy, but I come back to it later. You become easy in your own being on the cost of your awareness. You don't take care that I still need to be aware, because awareness is a tool which is going to help you till your last breath. You cannot leave it for anything, because the moment awareness will go, you will go back to your old patterns. Because most of the time people don't walk on the path long enough so that their subconscious habits can be changed. Normally people walk on the self development path. Normally people come to this path for some problem or issue or odd situation, and the moment they get some ease on that aspects. They say now it is done. Now since I've become a meditator or a spiritual being, now I'm having a better life. And they start to take it easy. They don't feel that they need to be a seeker, still a seeker. And then the subconscious patterns, because they were not changed, because they were there, they were just hibernating, they were just resting, they come back, they start to come back very slowly. And now since people have more spiritual explanation about the same things, more energy related experience, explanations, more beautiful wordings to explain what they are doing. People explain all their stupidities in very spiritual manner, right? Oh, it's moment to moment. Oh, it's each to its own. All these are pathetic talks if you are not acting on it, if you are trying to make everything philosophical. But if you are backing it by some actions and your conscious and aware life, then these words are meaningful. But I see in India, we are rich in this spiritual language. We are really rich because we have been a spiritual country traditionally, so we are rich in spiritual language. Problem happens that when you start to use the spiritual language, you don't remain aware about that actually are you doing it what you are speaking, because the ego does not allow you to look at yourself first. It wants that you should look out people outside also only. You should just keep judging others only. And when you start to use spiritual language, very flowery language, to explain yourself, it's a very, very, very big trap. And you start to go back to your patterns without really realizing them, because you are using very nice beautiful spiritual language. You are not aware about or not checking yourself that whether it is true for you also or not, or what you are telling other, is it true to you or not. And you become unfair, you become unaware about your own thing. And because of this beautiful spiritual language, you feel, the mind feels that you are good and it's all good, now I can live. And slowly slowly you start to live or go back to your patterns, and you cannot sustain your growth which you have achieved. If you remember, on 300 hours we did one exercise where we realized that what is the growth stage, which was how much down can you go. That is your growth, not how much high can you go. That is just your ego joy. But how down you can go, if that baseline is becoming higher, is your real growth. That I cannot go down than this now, no matter what. But our mind is amazingly capable of creating a beautiful world inside us and around us, where we are the center of the world. Everybody's mind is designed, is created like that. So mind can trap you easily. And with these special spiritual language and jargons, oh my God, you also have the power to present yourself in a very glorious manner. Whether you do it or not, but you can present yourself in a very glorious manner. It is just like becoming a very good politician who can present to gain votes, some things, nicely, and people get impressed. So it is that. But the thing is, the moment we are aware and the moment we know that I am a seeker and I will remain a seeker till the last breath. I always say, even in my classes, that I am a seeker and I love my seeking capability and my seeking qualities. You got to be a seeker, because the moment you will realize that you are a seeker and you will always remain a seeker, you will not your awareness go here and there. You will keep using your awareness and it would be alive, ready, active with you all the time. Because you go back, this means that now awareness is not working that strongly that it can help you remaining in the stage you have achieved. Because when you started initially, it was your awareness, it was your commitment, it was your self discipline, it was your decision, your choice that you grew. But now, achieving a growth is one thing, maintaining that growth, retaining that growth is another thing. You need awareness for that also, you need commitment for that also, right? As we always learn that it is 5 steps always: connecting, receiving, absorbing, retaining, and then living. So, growth also has to be retained. And if you don't do that, most of the people don't do that, you will go back, right? And it's very, very common. I see that all the time. So, you guys, please remain aware. Never leave your awareness, never leave your seeking capacity. Remain a seeker, remain aware, and you can sustain your growth. You can retain what energies you are receiving, right?
It answers it, but it kind of makes me feel quite sad as well, Deb, when you say it, I'm I'm kind of going, I'm around more older people now, even with my own age group, and what I'm saying is, as let's say, as the body slows down, they become more vulnerable, and the more vulnerable they become, the more insular they become, the more defensive they become. So yeah,
That's a very good point. The body slows down, but as I say that I'll come back to being more easy. Cautious aging is a beautiful thing for all the seekers. We all are aging. We all are aging, right? We met like 10 years before, Margie, maybe 6 or 7 years before, right? I am also 7 year older than that time, right? Everybody is aging. Okay. A cautious human age cautiously. Now, what is conscious aging? It is simple. You become more accepting and more restful, knowing that the world will have its drama all the time. The matrix will have its drama. There is no end to it. Why to bother that much? So, if you are conscious in in your youth or when you learn, as the moment you become cautious, after that, all the years, if you remain cautious, if you remain aware, this would be your choice. Then you would know the matters will always have the drama. The world will always have its drama. Every day will not be the same. Some day would be different, another day would be different, up and down will keep happening. Why to bother? We know this too shall pass. Right? So the cautious aging means that with each passing day of dealing with life, you become more accepting and more unbothered, because you know nothing big happens here. There is only one big thing happen in my life when I will leave this body. Before that, nothing big happens. Everything happens, goes. That's it. In most of the people life, I mean, some people might have some very strong examples, but that's not a normal life. That is rare, right? Normally in your life, and when our life is per se normal or going good, like as we check in aspects of life, we should just be in gratitude. So with cautious aging, with cautious growing, we become more restful with each passing day. We become more unbothered with each passing day, and we become more full of gratitude with each passing day. And if you can maintain these three things, you will not need to be more defensive. You will be accepting, you will be more loving automatically. So, if you maintain these three things, being more restful, being more accepting, and being more in gratitude with each passing day, you will not go back to the old patterns. Like anybody will not go back, everybody would be able to sustain their growth. These are the three cautious aging formulas, right? Anybody wants to say anything on this or ask?
I just wanna share the same
Yes, Sonia.
experience I had. Hi, I'm Sonia from Delhi. I was on a house hunt from last 3-4 months, and one day everyone, even the dealers were like, "Ma'am, kitne ghar dekhoge?" And I just came home, and suddenly it hits me ki ek, when I'm looking for a house, and it's more than 3 months. I'm just going every Saturday, Sunday, and I'm giving so much of time to get a good house. Similarly, when I was a soul, I searched matlab, I would may have spent so much of time in searching ki I want to take birth in this house, in this body, because there is certain karma which I have to, uh, pass, and there are certain feelings which are pending and I have to go through by them. And I was like, oh shit, you know, it, matlab, it was just like a switch. Whatever regrets, whatever bad feelings I had, even some angers, just vanish. And I was into a, I can say, ocean of gratitude to everyone. Even someone hurts me, and I was like, thank you, because this was something meant to happen, and I had to go through by this phase. And thank you for giving me that experience, whether it let me cry or maybe not feel so good on that moment, but it was meant to happen. And I'm thankful to you for giving me this experience. So I think being conscious gives you the right, openness to see why this struggle is going on, what is actually learning or lesson behind that struggle. So thank you so much, because maybe I'm little open and I'm able to see that way. But that experience and that answer what I got from within was like life changing for me, because अब मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा. I'm much lighter. But at the same time, I have one question. Does our company, or with whom we are sitting or being friend with or going for parties and whatever, does that affect? Because I was trying to, make a social circle. I went there. There were around 10-15 ladies, and they were talking about Kechi Dham. And I got excited ki haan, they are also same type maybe. But I went there and I listened to them. They were like, yaar, wahan to kuch hai hi nahi. We went there in the morning and we came the same day. Usse acha to Delhi wala hai, because there is like you get good langar, there is some greenery over there. And I was like, no. So I didn't want to be a person who is judging them, but I don't feel comfortable to be in that company. Or malab, being a Leela thing is a different thing. But being a conscious person, I little take two step back. Ki, should I be there? Is it okay to judge for how to,
Good. So, thank you, Sonia, for sharing all these things. First of all, I want to congratulate you. Your understanding is very right and very beautiful about the soul hunting for the right kind of opportunity to find a body. This is huge. Everybody has to understand this, and it's such a beautiful example you have given, that you were looking for a house for last 3 months and you have looked for many houses, and somewhere you are getting one problem, somewhere other. So the perfect house looking thing is a big thing, because you want to find, for example, maybe everybody wants to find their dream home or dream situation, everything perfectly aligned with whatever preferences you have. And exactly the same thing the soul does. So the soul chooses the womb, the soul chooses the right situation. And that is why every time people try to have a baby, they cannot conceive, because probably no soul is available for that moment, what opportunity they are presenting. So you have to keep presenting the opportunities, and if a soul which is rightly aligned with that opportunity will enter in the body, with enter in that. And that's also the soul chooses the womb. Okay, so child chooses the parent. It's because of, and that is why in India we commonly say this, and we also feel this, that because there is a elevated soul has to come as a child, the parents started to grow the moment child come or they conceive. They started to grow spiritually, financially, emotionally, everywhere because of the child, because the womb prepares them, the soul prepares them. Right, so it is a very common thing, common understanding in India about that. And this exactly happens that the soul chooses the womb, and imagine the agony of the soul also. Sometimes if soul is not getting, it is also kind of a house hunting, that for months and months it is just roaming around and not finding the right kind of womb for it. So when soul comes to a womb, it's a very big, very big uh, happening for the soul. It is like the soul has found its home for that time, till the time your life is. So, your life is actually the home for your soul. We always talk about it. Now, then it becomes dependent on this body mind mechanism, that how it completes its journey. Most of the people, they don't live the conscious life, and they are trained by the system, society, religion, conditionings. And usually, system, society, religion, conditioning is not for individual soul flowering. It's not very supportive, it's not very conducive. Neither our education system, anywhere in the world. It does not matter which country we live in. All these things which by which a kid gets trained in their social, behavioral, educational, and emotional skills, it is not very soul oriented. So soul starts to feel frustrated in that kind of lifestyle, that what am I doing here? I came for my soul journey, because soul has its own purpose to complete its journey, to grow, to evolve, whatever on their consciousness level, whatever it means. So soul keeps seeking and keep wondering, now what do I do? And then soul start to feel frustrated, and that is why every seeker, I want to remind you guys, and it actually happens in every human's life, but only a seeker can recognize it. That you do whatever, you have whatever facilities in your life, you achieve whatever, you still feel not complete. You feel something is missing, something more is needed, something more is required. That keeps happening. You don't feel that ultimate fulfillment no matter what you achieve on the outside world, because soul inside is not feeling that fulfilled. And everybody in the world face this problem, but most of the people suppress this feeling, and they say that, oh, such is life, we just keep doing, we just keep pleasing others so that they give us more appreciation, and then we will feel fulfilled. Or let me go after this desire, that desire, I'll achieve this desire, I'll achieve that desire. But it's a never ending wild goose chase. Nothing happens. If
हेलो.
शायद वहाँ लाइट चली गई लगता है.
ओके, आई थॉट मेरे यहाँ कोई इशू आया. ठीक
There is no electricity in his place. Suddenly it must have gone. Good evening, everybody.
yeah, I am now back, but you can't see me because here actually they have I am in Amritsar, and um, they have announced a blackout for 30 minutes. So some drill is going on, so power will not be, I mean light will not be there. You can't see me, but you can listen to me. So
Okay.
it's perfect. You can maybe see me also like this. Oh yeah, why not? Good. Great. All right. So the soul wonders that what am I doing here in this body? But seekers, and that's why it keeps telling you from inside. No, there's something more for to it. You please go. You become a seeker. You seek. You find out. You don't just live like this life. You don't just listen to what everybody is saying or what the body says. You don't be a part of the herd. You just find your own path. You seek. You go out. You seek. And a seeker listens to this calling, the call of the soul, and then they start to seek, and then the soul starts to become happy. So, the moment you become spiritual, the moment you start on the path of meditation or spirituality or your inner growth, you suddenly start to get all the resources. It's like, sometimes just a cakewalk that the right kind of resources come to you, right kind of people come to you, you start finding them because your soul starts to become happy and you start to receive soul power. The moment you start to receive soul power, your life becomes smooth if your soul is happy. And this also means one very clear thing everybody must understand. If your soul is happy, your outside life also will be happy. Your inside life is happy, your outside life will be happy. And if your soul is not happy, no matter what you do, how hard you try to fix things outside, it will not change anything qualitatively. For you can get some reliefs for sometimes, but because the soul is not happy, and if you are irritated from within, if you're frustrated from within, it will reflect in everything you do in life. So, to live a happy, fulfilling life, it's important that you walk on the path of your soul growth, soul journey, and your soul has to be happy. That is the biggest thing to understand. Because soul has done great effort to find you. Can you just get it? Soul has done great effort and maybe waited for many months, maybe years, I don't know, to find you. And you are your soul's hope, what you are doing with it. If we remember this, we will never go back to our old patterns. We will always care for the soul. We know that we are actually soul just going through the human experience. And this is what we need to remember. And here I am not talking about something very spiritual or you devote your life to this or that practice, nothing. But what are you doing for the growth of your soul or for the fulfillment of your soul? Or how are you taking care of your soul? Just this idea starts to make you align with your soul, with your inner being, with your true being, which you truly are, which nobody can understand, nobody will know also. But do you know that? Do you really work for that? That's the question. So you got to start taking care of your soul first, right? And that starts to create the path of your life, that starts to create the vision of your life, and that starts to give your ultimate fulfillment, the state of Sat Chit Anand, which I always say, right? So that is one. So your soul has done a great effort to find you. You got to take care of this. Clear? Now, okay. Anuja wants to ask something. Anuja, you ask me.
Yeah, I don't know whether I'm right. I'm asking a correct question or not. But I'm very much new to this journey. But sometimes we get a question that, like for my case, I want to help people. That's why I'm doing this course. Am I connected enough, or am I disconnected? Or sometimes I get question like this.
How?
Will I be able to will I be able to do what is expected from me?
All right. So I have given you clear tools in the training program. Two things. First, checking your spiritual quotient the first day and checking your spiritual quotient the last day. And when you complete the training, you will check it. You will know the difference. And you will also feel what is changing because you will know how much you are connected. Second, it is not you who will be helping people. You can never do that. What is that you have learned in my training? Tell me.
It is through me.
It is through you. It is not you. You are just a channel.
Hmm.
Then nothing is expected from you. Everybody has the expectations from the universe, from the life, from the divine to take care of that person. You become the channel of it. When you become the channel, when you function from the space of being a true channel, which I always again and again say, then entire universe works through you. It's your purity of pure intention of being a pure channel that you have much more energy than your limited capacity. The entire universe works with you. And then magic happens. People get what they needed through you. Right? So it is not about you. If you want to depend on your confidence, I would say there is no need to even think about this work. Because I'm not here to boost your confidence. I'm here to boost your purity, and your confidence is automatically happen, will be there. Right? Your purity, your connection, and you will feel it and you will do it. And you can do it. I know it. That's why I've chosen you to be my student because we together are working on this beautiful process of your transformation, right? You are working, I am also working, Mukta is also working with you. So it's a beautiful team effort, your transformation. And it is not only that, your transformation is the first milestone. And through you, how many more people will transform? That is our purpose.
Hmm.
You are together in this, right?
Right.
Yeah. So beautiful. Don't need to worry about anything.
Thank you.
Welcome. All right. Now, coming back to your second question. Clear? This much clear to everybody? Good. Coming back to the second question of Sonia, that how much the company matters. Well, in India, we say that you always need to be in satsang. Satsang means the right company, the pious company. Sat Sang. Sang means company, Sat means the pious, the purity, the core. We really, in India, we really love this word, pious, which is normally not used in the Western countries that much. But in India, we really use this word and we love this word. So we don't do normally things which are right or wrong or good or bad for us. We normally do things which are auspicious and pious. And these are higher because auspiciousness and piousness includes the divine energy in this. Right. So we think like this traditionally, and I really love these words. So do whatever is pious for you or whatever you feel is auspicious. Live that life. So live a pious life, it will make you divine. Be in the pious company, it will make you divine. Become a pious company to others, it will make you divine. And also with company, what happens that when you connect with anybody, the energy exchange happens. Right? It is like you are connecting the pipe with two water tanks. What will happen? The water tank with the higher water level will start giving the water to the lower. Now imagine that you are a higher water tank, for example, and your pipe is connected with another water tank, and that water tank has another tap connected to it which is open. So then what will happen? Whatever energy, whatever water is going from your water tank to the other water tank is getting leaked. So even if you keep giving lots and lots of water, it will never be filled because it will be leaking all the time till the time you also become empty. Those are called energy vampires. We all know about that. So you got to be wise enough or conscious enough to stop yourself to see how much you need to give and what is the usage happening of that energy. If that energy you are giving to somebody is getting leaked or the person is using it, if the person is not using it, it is just not valuing it, it is leaking it, stop giving because you have limited. You can give it to some better eligible person. And it does not matter who is your friend or family and who is not. Everybody is same. We all are souls. The soul which is ready will appear in front of you and you must not stop yourself then. But the soul which is not ready, somebody who is not valuing the energy, you just need to give it only that much what they ask. I'm not saying block yourself. Don't do that ever. We got to be compassionate always. We got to keep providing the opportunities to other for transformation or for betterment always. That's our job. But do how much is asked and check what is the usage happening of that. So that you are just not like, later on thinking that, oh, I also got tired and it was of no use. You should also feel motivated all the time, no? Then only you will keep remaining a nice, good channel and giver, right? Second thing, to rejuvenate yourself, to refill yourself, keep taking a break and keep finding higher company than you to refill yourself. That's also another. That's why in India we always give importance to live around the master so much that it is the refilling of your own energies. In satsang with masters, that is, it is important because of that only. So you have to find some true loving friends because they don't take your energy. Somebody who just accepts you, even if they are not your childhood friend or fast friend, but they just accept you un, without any judgments, without any conditions. Those people who accept you, who love you unconditionally, whether they are related to you or not, you should have those people in your life because they are your energy boosters. That is one. Second, you need to have those people in your life who are pious, who have some pious energy, and you always give you a right kind of guidance and right kind of direction. That's another. Because these two kind of people are actually your best friend. They are your Kalyan Mitra. Like Buddha used to say, I am your Kalyan Mitra, the friend who wish best for you. We got to have them. Okay, now they can be anybody. They can be your friends and family or somebody who is not that, but doesn't matter because the connection of souls are the best connection anyway. Okay, and that is why the importance of Sangha is there, the community of like minded people is there. Because here in this group, in this Sangha, in these calls, or in that WhatsApp group, you know that whatever you do, everybody accepts you and they feel happy for you and they encourage you. That's power of our Sangha, that's power of our global conscious community. And we got to use it. That is why I try to keep it alive. We do lots of effort. Now I put Mukta to give meditation class every day. Now people are coming in our Hindi meditation class, or more than 20 people every day are meditating. In English also now people are around 10 plus are every day meditating. We keep doing this effort. I know the importance of this. And I don't want anybody to go back to their old patterns. I want to keep reminding them. That's why I say, okay, please join the Sangha call. Please meditate together. Please remain active in the community. These are very important things because this is your satsang, the pious company. And you don't get this anywhere in the world. It's the toughest thing to get the pious company. And we have it here. It is our pious community. So everybody should value it and use it, right? Anybody has any question on this? Yeah, good. All right, so yeah, we already spoke about these questions. Rest of the things maybe I'll take up in the next call. sometime. Anybody has any more question? I can take one last question, then we meditate. Yes, Mukta?
I have a question from Katrina, our student. She asks that during guiding meditation sessions, whenever prompts are needed in the middle of the practice, the guidance instructions, um, on one hand, you want your tone to be as loud and as clear as possible. But on the other hand, you don't want to disturb the energy and the practice. How do you find the balance and what is your advice? In general, she uses a soothing, calming voice, or she can use her usual tone. She prefers using her voice um, in finding her identity while guiding.
So she's asking about that how can maintain a balance about having a clear voice which everybody can hear and
Yeah,
being involved in
yes.
meditation. What?
In guiding, what is the balance and
It
why?
is simple when you are guiding the meditation. First, adjust your voice and tone in a manner that everybody can listen to it. You find a place where you sit, you decide, and from there the last person can listen to it easily or not. You have to check that, and then maintain that note and that loudness of voice throughout the meditation. Sometimes when you start meditating it gets little softer, but you got to be aware about that. Or if you feel that no, you are not able to maintain it, then better use a small microphone like a PA system, which is like very handy, a small one which can you can put it, and then you can just be very soft as you want, and then adjust the speaker volume and let people feel it. So these are the two ways: either use a PA system, a public announcement system, or in this microphone, or adjust your voice, and you would be able to do that, right? So this is how it works. With practice, it comes. It's not that technical. I mean, we cannot just. It's like you cannot just read about the apple and composition of apple and know the taste of it. To know the taste of the apple, you will start eating it, you will know. And then you will know what to eat in the apple and what to throw. Right? And then you will start to know different kind of apples and how they taste. And then later on you become more professional and you start to know that how even they smell. Not only taste but smell. And then you become more professional and then you know that how you can use the taste and smell of the apple together. That with each bite you enjoy the taste but also the smell of it, and then it gives you the best fulfilling experience. Similarly, in holding a meditation class, you will know, right? Hello? Good. All right. So now we will meditate for 10 minutes. Just close your eyes, sit relaxed, calm. Become aware of your breath. Place your hands on your knees or on your lap, palms open, facing upwards. Feel that you are very calm and relaxed. And you are present in this moment, in this space. Now start to feel that with each breath you take, you become more and more restful, become more and more accepting. You are not trying to throw out anything from your body, not to adjust anything, not to change anything, but just with each incoming breath, you are becoming more and more restful and more accepting of everything that is, so that inside you the chaos settles down and you become more restful and easy in your own being. Let the feeling of this deep restfulness get established inside you, in your navel, and with each breath, you feel that more and more. being very restful and connected with your own self. Take 3 deep breaths. Slowly move your fingers and toes. Put your hands together and rub them. Place them on your eyes. Gently open your eyes. And rub the hands back on your face and on your body. Come back with a smile. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good.
Namaste.
Thank you,
Thank you.
guys. Keep living a conscious life. I see you in next call. Let's have our group hug. Thank you.
Thank you very much.